Welcome back, everyone, and I'm having a wonderful time today because I'm on a new system again, and the mouse doesn't seem to be working with me. So if you could give me 1 second, I'm gonna fix some things. Why is that so loud? Here, let's try that. Yeah. I like that better. At least for me. I don't know about you guys. What a Saturday it has been. Let me reframe some stuff here, because it's been a crazy week. And I'd like to think I'm a little bit better. I think I'm feeling just a pinch better. Certainly better than Monday. Man, this mouse is just... Maybe it doesn't like my table? It just freezes. Maybe it's the computer's freaking out. But yeah, so on Monday, I was testing out a new rig, a new computer. Today, I'm testing out another new computer. So, all that to say, hopefully one of them works, because I have to use one of them. But today's just going to be another chill stream. Just a stream where we're going to be talking, I'm going to be designing the Bricklink Designer Program mini build again. I started it on Monday. Unfortunately, wasn't able to finish it. Like I said, I had that work trip, going out of town, all that jazz. So came back on Thursday. I'm back here right now, obviously, back in the den. So I figured I would take some time. And did something just get plugged in? Is everything sounding good? Hopefully. Fingers crossed. But it's kind of funny actually right now, because Mrs. CPA is upstairs currently building the Disney castle. For those of you, this light is just all... I'm getting too much down light. I need more front light. I might fix that. in a second. I'm going to fix that right now, just because it's like that. We're like that. We can fix that. There we go. I'll fix that brightness. And how's this mouse again? Still freaking out. There we go. That's a little better lighting. Yeah, you all will have to let me know how the sound delay is. Oh, I have it pulled up on my laptop. It looks pretty good so far. But before we get too deep into things, I did want to give a special shout out to Mrs. CPA, because you may have peeked it behind me, but this weekend and this coming week is our anniversary, first year anniversary. So CPA-fol. Oh. Yeah, no, you did. You pretty much did. That's exactly what that was. Literally exactly what that was. Yeah, nailed it. But this week is our anniversary, first anniversary, and so we just decided to do some presents this week, or this weekend, partially because one of the presents is actually right behind me right now. Joining the CPA-fol podcast for the first time ever, and to be permanently attached from now until the end of time. The CPA-fol, I need to figure out where I want to put it. The CPA-fol LED neon sign. Look at that thing. Look at that beauty. Look at that. It's gorgeous. If I can do my job correctly, I can give you guys a good look at that. Check out that beauty of a logo. I'm still figuring out the best way to display it. I think just sort of off there to the side works beautifully. I love how it casts the light too. Let's see what happens when I turn the brightness up or down. A little more low key. Turn that brightness up. You can also make it flicker. You can also give yourself seizures, especially if you don't have seizures. This will give you them. So if you are watching this right now, please be careful because you may be experiencing seizures. I can increase the speed of whatever mode it goes on or decrease to increase or decrease your seizures, depending on if I like what you're saying. So be careful if you see it. This one always cracks me up. It's like, literally looks like the strobe lights probably that are happening down south right now. So let's go back to the normal. That's really light. Look how you can see it over my, cresting over my hair. So I think actually it might do best right there if I can move it at some point. But I think right now I'm just gonna do a little bit of this because I gotta be in this spot anyways. So yes, she absolutely crushed it. I'm so glad this is going to be on all future podcasts. And hey, it's small enough to where if I travel somewhere, I can bring them with me. And yeah, Aaron, yeah, if the light's on, then you know you're in the right place. Aaron's got it. So if the light's off, you're probably in the wrong spot. You got to go to the different podcasts. Click the different link. Oh, we're live. And this also knows if she comes downstairs or if any guests come downstairs and they see the light on, it means the studio is live and you better zip it. You better zip the lip. Oh yes, she absolutely crushed it. I'd actually been thinking about this pretty early on when I thought of the CPA-fol podcast. I was like, that would be so cool, just have this neon light kind of sitting up there. But now I do. And my mouse is freaking out. You know what? I wonder if it's because I added that extra screen. I'm not even using it. I'm going to get rid of it. Like I said, this is a work in progress, this whole episode, because as mentioned, using a different machine, hopefully this is the permanent choice. So I'm hoping this is the one that works best. I'm a little scared. So it came with other bushings. A little scared to use them because it could fall a lot easier. Hey Delusion, welcome. Hope you like the new sign. I'm just gonna fix something with my tower real quick, and then we'll get back to designing. I'm excited. I have to finish this today. I have to finish it. All right. We're getting back into the groove. So let's go design a Bricklink Designer Program mini set. Look, it's already there ready to go. Yeah, the sign needs to be over here. I'm wondering, a problem for a later day, but let me tell you, I fit so well within the, no, gotta go back that way. Yeah, I love the green light hitting the Super Star Destroyer. Looks so good. Looks so good. All right. No, the mouse is still freaking out. I kind of need that to not freak out. Okay, we're back to normal. So, if you recall from last episode, I was working on... Yeah, see, now you all can see how it's like. The mouse is kind of glitchy. I mean, why am I doing 60 FPS? That's got to be the problem. I don't need to be streaming in 60 frames per second. I don't think I can fix that midstream. Let me see if I can fix that midstream. That'll save some bandwidth. Stream. It should be under output. Oh, no, it's right there. All right, I'm going to pause the stream real quick. Change it down to 30 FPS. As much as I love 60 FPS, I think it's doing a little too much work, more work than it needs to be. So I'll drop it down, and then we'll jump right back. There we go. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Should be back. We back live, everyone? We back. Sweet. So this is for... Also, you can do it on Studio that on the settings change the FPS. Can you do that in Studio? I thought you have to do that in OBS. Anyways. I'm still figuring out the glitches, figuring out the kinks with this new system. It still might even be better for those of you that know the role, having hardware versus software encoding. It's a whole mess. So I think that's the struggle we're running into. So yeah, this is for the Bricklink Designer Program Series 3 mini build, and I'm trying to build the Art of Chocolate. So let me get that on screen real quick. Come on. All right. We running into some issues. It can't be this mouse. This mouse can't be the issue. Everything else is running so fine. Why is the mouse the problem? I do not understand. I literally do not understand. So this is kind of frustrating because I literally had a mouse that I use and I couldn't find it, so I have to use Mrs. CPA's. I'm not saying that's the issue, but like I just need a simple mouse, and this is just causing more problems, I feel. It's too fancy for me. I need something simpler. Let's do the plug. Is the plug working? Oh my word, just open up. Why? It won't even click. Good night. Oh, dear. Why is it doing this? All right. See, Miss CPA and I, we also spent like a big chunk last night kind of switching everything over into the new rig because the CPU is better. So I was hoping that would allow me to just have a better all-around experience while streaming. And so far, it is not overall better just because, like I said, mouse is glitching. This is a AMD Radeon. Is that what it is? Let me see if that my NVIDIA thing is open. Let me close Discord. I don't need Discord open. So the GPU is NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1070. CPU is AMD Ryzen 5 3600 6 core. So Nick, if you know like this kind of stuff, I'm thinking like, should I be doing hardware encoding or software encoding? This is kind of where I'm on the fence. I'm wondering if I should be doing hardware encoding, because I know my CPU should be able to handle it. Let's see. OBS when to. I guess there was one other setting that I changed in here. Could change it to faster. That might help a little bit. I keep hearing different things about what to use. Just not sure. Software encoding is better with less bitrate. It's also more demanding. You can test it. That being said, if you are using very fast preset, the hardware encoder of a GPU is practically going to be the same. Changes come going in fast or medium. If you want better quality, go with software encoding. If you don't care, go with hardware. If your CPU can't encode at good quality, get a Ryzen 9 or the newest Ryzen. This is 5 years ago, of course. Tierra can do AX264 medium. The Ryzen 2. Man, probably software. You think software? So yeah, what I'm doing right now is software encoding. Right now the CPU is running at, see, that's the thing though, the CPU is only running at 13-14%. So the whole system isn't running hot. I don't know why the mouse would be glitching like this. Like, it's only glitches when I go across. Well, now it's not doing too bad. Now it's kind of fine. Maybe I was just running through something weird. I don't know. Streaming is a mysterious thing when you really are trying to get into the nitty-gritty. And I realized that I haven't even placed a single block. So that's wonderful. Oh, hey Limbo. Yeah, I saw you over there. Oh, I didn't even check who won the giveaway. I didn't even check who won the all-out Brig giveaway. Because I think I saw him pop in my stream. I assume his stream was over. I would assume. I'm scrubbing through it right now. Because I'm helping him ship that out, obviously, since. Did he do 3? I think he did 3 separate. I'm watching right now. Average Robert. Cool, cool, cool. Awesome. Yeah, Nick and Bricks, that's kind of the real trick, is figuring out what works and what doesn't. It's not easy though, I'll be honest. All right, well, I think it's working a little better. So I think I was just trying to go to a pinch too high of a quality. And now that we're back in the business. We're back in business. All right, let's finally move on to this build here. I need to figure out how to move left, right, keypad. No, that's not at all what I want. I need to figure out how to move, like, no. Grid, snap. Yes, I do want to snap. Do you stream at all, Nick and Bricks? Have you streamed before? And what kind of streams? It gets into a whole different beast when you're trying to do it yourself. But hey, that's half the fun. Oh, that's right. I also needed to go to his Instagram. Because he had some really good pictures over there. There, can you see those? A little bit. It's kind of off kiltered, I know. We'll say that's more for me than for you guys, because I need to see some of these different angles. Okay. I like this chill music. Chill music helps me work better. So I was trying to focus on this left side. Well, and the back. I remember I kept switching between several different sections. But I do remember I said we need to no. Do not need to do that. Oh yeah, we need to copy this up top. How does that not work? I feel like I'm just getting back into learning how to do this. I was moving pretty quickly last time, I remember that. Oh, I don't know why it's not grabbing. It should gravitate right towards that. There we go. No, wait, why is it floating? Is that it? I think it's still floating. I have no idea why it's floating. I mean, I was having some technical difficulties, but now things seem to be going fine. So, I just don't know why. Like, it doesn't like that 1x3 plate. Why doesn't it like that 1x3 plate? It just wants to pretend it doesn't exist. What if I do something like... Did I click something? I wonder if I click something. Well, let's see if I can even put this up here. Yeah, I must have put... What did I click? Oh, did it? Ah, jeepers. Of course. I clicked that snap button and I didn't think it actually selected. Maybe there's a button you have to click that snaps it into place. I bet that's what it is. All right. Wait, build together? Can you like invite? Oh, that is so cool. Dude. You all could join this. You all could join this little build session and help me out. Hey, Delusion, what are you still up? You want to help? Oh my word. That would be too cheap. You could probably build this in about 3.2 seconds. Actually, I was doing the wrong one. I remember I switched over to go to this smaller ratio, and that needs to be dark green. Because I figured I was doing too wide of a world. I do just want to bring some of this over because I think it could help. I'll probably be using some of these pieces anyways. Maybe not that. Maybe I would do like... See, this is where it gets really tricky. You have to take some creative liberties. Wait a second. I bet it's not even worth doing it because people have to vote. I'm gonna look it up real quick. This could just be a total waste of time, and then I also thought about for those of you that know, the LAN applications are due on Monday, and I haven't submitted mine yet, so I'm tempted to submit mine. Just for kicks, not trying to really do anything. Let's see. There's one winning design. Finalists will receive a copy. Hey, Delusion, if you're still hanging out, do you know if these ones, if it's fan voted? Because they have, obviously, all these are, like, all these have likes and stuff on them. But I'm curious. Because obviously I'm basically holding out for you all, because you all are going to be the only reason that I win if I were to win. Cooper, is Caleb submitting again? I think he is. I'm not sure. I think he might be. I feel like if he is, it's just more like a, sure, I'll just give it another shot. That would kind of be my expectation. 3x6? Is there a 3x6 tile? No, I would have seen it already. This actually will be my first time submitting under the CPA-fol moniker. I didn't submit in the spring because I don't know why. I just didn't. So this fall would be kind of the first cycle for CPA-fol channel that I would be submitting. So my angle, I would honestly have to be upfront and be like, yeah, I'm gonna literally say no to any of the free sets. Like, I'm not, literally the whole point is not to get free sets. I literally don't want them, partially because for work reasons I literally can't accept them. And I would literally just be doing it for interviews and getting interviews with designers and stuff like that. So yeah, it would just be funny to be like, yeah, no, literally don't send me free sets. I literally, if they were to send me a free set, I would not open it. I could not open it. Partially because I really like my job and I kind of need my job. So that's that. Yeah. Just forward them. I mean, I would still have to post something, so literally they could not be opened. Because I would have to be the one that would have to post it. And I literally couldn't. It's quite the conundrum. It's unfortunate, but it's just part of being a public accountant. Just how it rolls. I don't know if I even like this scale. I've got builder's block. Is that a thing? Okay, so then we'll just do another. See, I might honestly break it up with some of that just to break up the monotony. I feel like people could fill in the gaps with their own minds. Let's see. Okay, so far we're doing okay. It's just slow, man. The build process is dirt slow. When people ask me, so I'll tell you all of you watching, that I had at my work the kind of event that it was this past weekend. I had it was like photos and stuff like that, interviewing or being interviewed, I should say, that kind of stuff. And so I was obviously very comfortable in front of the camera. And so just to kind of not make the people who were struggling a little bit feel bad, just because like that obviously wasn't my intention. I'm not out here trying to make people look bad just because I do this like every week. So to one of the camera people, they were like, "Oh wow, you just like knew how to do it, like just cutting and just moving along, blah blah blah. If you messed up, just like taking it from the top by yourself." I was like, "Oh yeah, I have a YouTube channel," and we had talked about it previously in a pre-interview, and so I was like, "Yeah, it's a Lego." He's like, "Oh yeah, the Lego," and then immediately, right away, he goes, "Oh, have you thought about doing, are you gonna do Lego Masters?" Nick and Bricks, that's weird that the stream went dark for you. I have it pulled up on an independent computer and account. Have you tried refreshing? Is anyone else having struggles? It's running pretty tame for me. Cool. I didn't think there was an issue. But yeah, no, those kind of updates, like, I would rather have someone say, "Hey, I think there's an issue," than there being an issue and everyone being like, "I bet he's working on it." So I appreciate that. But yeah, to kind of work through my reiterate my story, the people, anytime they hear person who does Lego videos on YouTube, oh, equates to Lego Masters. Like, you're gonna do that, right? Obviously, that's the first thing you're gonna do, because everyone who makes content on YouTube is trying to be on Lego Masters. Naturally. I'm sure Clever Pig, you can relate to that. I'm sure you're dying to get on Lego Masters. I feel like you could host Lego Masters. You got a good host vibes. It's funny you say that because at work, every year, for better or for worse, I'm on the what do they call it? The silly little social committee. So for Christmas parties, it basically falls on my shoulders just because no one else wants to do it, and I basically host or MC. MC is a better MC is a better word for it for the Christmas party. So like we had a little game, like trivia game, and then there was one year where I literally kind of had to do a stand-up routine. It was kind of annoying, but it was like I wish they were just a little more through their drinks, because they probably would have laughed a little more. It was pretty good, but we had the superlatives, so like most likely to, or basically the most likely to kind of awards. And so going through that process, I just tried to like make it a little funnier than just reading off the awards, because that would have been pretty boring. So that was funny / annoying, but yeah. And it's kind of funny, like every time they're all like, wow, you did a really good job. I'm just like, I guess it was okay. Like I'm just trying to, the Michael Scott of his jobs awards. I mean, unintentionally, yes, except we weren't at a Chili's. That's the only difference. We weren't in a Chili's. All right, let's see if we have a round. Oh no, we need a 1x1 nougat. Plate. And it has to be nougat. And then we're going to do a round. Let's see what kind of 1x1 stuff we have. I mean, I kind of like this one. I could do this cone in sand green. I feel like I have too much sand green and it needs to be broken up. So what if I do a plate that's sand green, and then this thing is white to imply snow? What do you guys think of that? Then this can be sand green, and then coming out of the top of it is going to be this cone in Perel gold. Assuming they have it. They better have it. Also, if Bionicle gold, yeah. Heck yeah. Guys, so the only down, or assuming everything else works out with this computer, the only downside is the fan is really loud. So if you can hear the fan, please let me know, because I obviously do not want the fan to be audible in stream. Unless What if this is also that gray color and then I droop a little like little snow thingy over top of it? It would be like a 1x1. It's like what they use for the yeah. I could either use something like this or the other one. I want to know what they call it. Tooth. They call it a tooth. Imagine that. What if I just do both of them? We'll see. We'll see. So what we could talk about sets that are coming out, the rumored ones. What else is there? And Cooper, you're gonna have to be my guy. What else is coming out for the end of the year? We're talking 2024. Why do I have an eyelash in my eye? I want to know 2024 sets that are coming out. Is Star Wars just done? Are they done October 1st? I feel like that's how it is. Ooh, this top part is going to be tricky because I have to incorporate gold, pearl gold somehow, and then the brown, which is then going to move forward to the front of the build. Yeesh. Modular and X-Man. Ooh, yes, modular and the X-Mansion. Is the modular public yet? Was it posted on the old Gramstergram? Or is it even legitimate, whatever was posted? So it was the townhome. See, the townhome, that could be a really smart decision for them because people could very likely buy like 6 of them and just line their streets with modular townhomes. Oh, I just thought of a genius idea. Lego, please do this. It probably would have been rumored already, but you know how for cookie cutter homes they have like they have 3 different kinds. I'm not asking for 3 different designs of townhomes, but what I am asking for is please give us recolors like you did with the Vespa and the Fiat. I think those actually 2 had the same exact color swaps. But give us 2 different color townhomes. How awesome would that be? I think that'd be really cool. If I don't go blind in the process. There we go. Got it. Let me know what you think about that one. I feel like that could be really interesting. Obviously, I think that I came up with the idea. You think I'm going to come up with something that's not interesting? Come on. I'm just going to put this here for now. It's probably it all has to change. I mean, one of them needs to be dark. That one's dark gray. She just dumped out another bag. She must be another step further. Another step along in the process. All right, so what about January 2025? What do we have January 2025? That was the Disney Castle, set number 43222. I was actually very, very worried because it has been going in and out of stock, actually in and out of back order and out of stock for the last couple weeks. And so I was very concerned that I missed it. And Mrs. CPA probably would have taken half my Lego if I missed it, if you know what I mean. So I was like sweating. But fortunately, is that dark gray or is that dark bluish gray? It is dark bluish gray. Fortunately, when I was in Chicago, there was one that was used for sale for $320. I ended up getting it for $310. So on top of tax and everything that would have been charged, so it would have been pushing like over $420. Got it over $100 cheaper. That was like, that's what I wanted. I did not want to spend a lot. I did not want to spend over $400 on that thing. I was going to be waiting for a while, but fortunately didn't have to wait. I wonder if there's some kind of slope build that I can do that would... Ooh, actually, that's kind of exactly what I was looking for. Just kidding. I need that bigger. If I could do like a... There has to be a different... No, that's the skinny one. A sharper sloped curve. I think, unfortunately, I'm going to have to lose the pearl gold on the back. I think that's the piece I'm looking for. But it has to be reddish brown. That looks right. Is that reddish brown at the roof? Or just brown? Ah, it's got to be reddish brown. Fabuland brown. So I'm thinking this should like run the spread of it. It'd be really unfortunate because then I'm going to lose any semblance of like, oh, and it's going to go so far forward. Is there a 2x2 version of this? I don't think there is. Or 3x2. 3x2 would be the move. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. What have we here? Stink. They keep tricking me with these things. They're so tiny. And that's the same size as the one I just had. I keep coming back to myself and saying, is this worth it? Is this worth it? Is Ewing a January set, do you know, or do we gotta wait all the way till March? I just watched a stream today that talked about it, and I don't even remember. You know, I have a feeling I'm just gonna give up on this and go do my LAN application. So if there's a way I can fake it though, and by fake it, ooh, cutting off that left side would be bad, but I might have to. 1, 2, 3. That is the third, so I'm already too high. Yeah, I will say May 4th next year is going to go super hard. Like, that's going to be crazy. Oh, maybe I actually don't have a problem because this is the third level. So technically, I should have this going like that. And then there should be brown around it, so there should be dark blue. And then I should either have... The family group chat is going off the rails right now, everyone. It's a wild ride, let me tell you. What if I did... I'm going to keep one of these handy. What on earth does that say? Titanic Liverpool? That's kind of funny. I'll just keep a white one handy. And I'm going to change it to reddish brown. And then I think I need a... Oh yeah, so for anyone who in the chat to whom it may concern, Sean was contacted by Brent. They made contact, and him and the fam is safe. I don't know the status of their home, which would be wild because they they were just working on getting their home back into proper state. So it would be wild if their home got more or less obliterated. That would be horrible. Just absolutely wild. Come on. Ah, I can't do that. Well, let me move that. And do that. How does that look, everyone? And then I can just kind of stack. I can stack two of these. That could look worse. That could look worse. And then, so I would say the first one would be pearl gold. And the rest would be brown, would they not? Or one would be brown and the other one would be pearl gold on the front. The top has white simply because of... I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Cooper, are you talking about think positive thoughts for me finishing this build or for Sean being safe? The latter. The latter, I would hope. I would hope. But hey, maybe a little bit for both. Maybe a wee bit for both. And then I'm just going to do like... black bricks on the inside to create some depth. Well, this one obviously is going to be white. And I'm going to copy this same subassembly. I'm going to call it a subassembly, even though it's not really a subassembly. See, the only problem is I'm losing that whole right side, and I don't like that. So I might amend it. Here's how I'm going to amend it. I'm trying to push this thing down. Yes, Sean's sake. Yes, yes, yes. And the fan. And all the Lego. I make modest requests. Is that round? Curved, not round. Oh, that's an idea. That's an idea and a half. Watch this, everyone. But then I would have to figure something else out there. And it might be too tall anyways. This has got to be pearl gold. This can drop to that. And then we basically copy that on both sides. This is if I even try this path. Then those are going to be reddish brown. So the real kicker for this is going to be, what does the top even really look like? Smooth, smooth. Couple of spikes. What would I even search? I mean, that could be interesting. Just to like imply some snow. I mean, I could definitely do something like this. And then just a smooth tile. And then on the front, just something smooth. Maybe a bump. Where's that one? I don't know if I like that. Does it? Oh, yeah, I don't. Unless I put a tile underneath it. Come on, where all the build is? Where's the builders? The LAN app process? I mean, I probably wouldn't show it just because, you know, proprietary. But I can read the questions. No. See, now it's too high. And I'm taking too many creative liberties. You're gone. I will say, I think this piece is fine. I could do a bumper plate. Jumper plate. It doesn't really capture so much of the roundness as I wanted it to. But hey, that's not what we're here for. Ooh, actually, that's not a bad idea. I just thought of something. Oh, it's an arch jumper plate. There are a ton of those in the Disney castle. What about that? To kind of imply that little sign up front? It's not bad. Yeah, that should spin. I'm just dreading building the front. That's why I've pushed off this whole process. I feel like I need to keep it simple. Simple is smooth. So I think that's the move. I just rhymed. That's cringy. I will need to bring this down eventually. It's all gonna kind of meld together a little bit. Let's see, ooh, the stairs in the middle. That's a good call. So right up this side, I'm gonna have some steps. I want those to be 1x1 tiles. So let's do that right now. Ooh, round tiles. I mean, they don't have to be round tiles because they're not in there, but I just feel like that would look so much better. Here I am taking creative liberties again. Get out of here. And they're nougat, but they're also like gray. I don't know which one. I feel like nougat brings that color out. Ooh, but I should start those right here. Give me a... Ooh, but if that's going to be nougat, that can be gray. Bluish gray of the light variety. I kind of like that. So as far as what sets have been revealed in the leaks so far and shared with the public, what are we feeling? What are we feeling is like the cream of the crop? Obviously, the UCS Slave 1 is the cream of the crop. But besides that, what is everyone's top line favorite? Let me know what the top line faves are. Arc 170, Cooper set. Arc 170, Plo, and Ewing. You can only pick one. I'm going to be stingy. You picked one. before I even asked. Arc 170 is my top. So how you feeling about that price point, though? You feel like it's too much? Or, I mean, we obviously have to wait and see. We're never really going to know until we see it in all its glory. But I did not get not the Plo Koon. I did see that Clever Pig. I did see that we were getting that Mitsubishi. I think that one is legitimate. I think so. Oh, did they already did a Mitsu Evo? Oh no, you're talking about Arc. Yeah, I don't have the 2010 one with what's his name? Kit Fisto. I do not have that one. Ooh, this actually needs to be dark gray. Yeah. So I think I need to make like a piece. Is there a round tile? No, a round plate that's like a rounded off square. See, I'm kind of, I guess for Star Wars, like I could probably pass on everything except for the UCS, just because I've been getting so picky with what I buy, and Star Wars just ain't making the cut, if you know what I mean. They ain't making no cut. So they're just not getting my money. It's a very easy solution. What if we just make this go? Who knows what the name of the L pieces are? Unless I find it. What's this called? A corner? Probably. Corner. But I don't want a corner. I want like an L. Is it like a 2x3 corner? Ooh. I mean, it's going to be way too big, but it's close. I'm going to keep that one in mind as my computer freaks out. That's right. That needed to be... Man, this is going to be the masonry brick battle pack. That thing is so... There's so much. One by 5. Mouse is freaking out again. need a tile right there, and then Papa Rex is waiting on clearance. Fair and relatable. I haven't bought a single 25th anniversary set. You and me both. If I see a good deal on the Tantive hallway scene, then I'll probably pick it up. But other than that, Tantive hallway, and then the Inquisitor, not the Inquisitor scythe. No, the Sith scythe or whatever. Just because Maul's got that sick poncho. And I just torpedoed my whole build. Okay, so this piece is going to end up being this little shack all over to the side. This little, not shack, little shop. So I need to figure out how to put the roof on it. So who can help me figure out how to put a roof on this? I feel like that jumper plate with the headlight brick might be the way to go. See, I bought the delivery truck, and I could not have been more excited for that delivery truck. Got it from Costco on a really good deal. This needs to be brown, reddish brown. Okay, everyone, can you tell me what color? Of course you can't. Let's see. I need to know what color this is. Of course. This little thing here, is that reddish brown? Oof, UCS AT-AT, I'm pretty sure is retiring at the end of the year. Pretty sure. Polynesian brown. I didn't know they had their own color. I was not actually aware. Actually, no, that's right. I was gonna flip this the other way to imply that, like, it's open for business. So okay, help me out, chat. I need something that I can put on top of this that then can allow me to put some overlapping. I mean, here's the simple answer. This is the simple answer, and I don't like it. I do not like it. Actually, I'd probably do the red just to add some variety. I do not like that answer. It needs to be taller than that. It needs to at least go... Oh, I can't go to the bottom of that. That's too tall. It ideally should go... I mean, I guess... It needs to go taller. It needs to. Well, this is going to actually have... Is that tan or nougat? Have I been using nougat this whole time and I should have been using tan? Oh my goodness. Polynesian Lego CPA. Is this color here? Is this floor? Why is it not? Is that tan, dark tan, or nougat? No, it's not tan. Honestly, it might be dark tan. I think the floors are dark tan. Yeah, I need to change all these floors to dark tan. I thought that was weird. It looks like there is some nougat. Or like medium nougat, but... Like this looks like medium nougat, not reddish brown. Wow, that completely changes the whole vibe of this thing, actually. I might actually keep the stairs the same though, just because it helps it pop. Like, even that... Even like all this is still dark tan? And then... That's gotta be tan. Man, I do not know my... I'm not afraid to admit, I do not know my Lego colors. I will admit it. Also, I think this was supposed to be pearl gold. I don't know why it's that color. Which pieces are bionicle gold? I should not have it. Oh dear. These should both be pearl gold, not bionicle gold. That was a little bit accidenty. I am very much... I'm not torn, but I'm just stumped. I'm stumped. Very stumped. No, 3x1, not 3x2. 3x21. Come on, get in there. Get in there. I don't know what... Oh no! That piece ruins it. Oh dearie me. I did not anticipate for that. Well, I guess that... No, that doesn't have to be a... That can be a 2x1. Okay, what's trapped on it? No. There we go. I still have to figure out this whole left side. Do I know what I'm going to do? I have no idea. Let's see if there's a window piece that works. Ooh, that actually gives me an idea. That definitely won't work for the other side. That is way too large. Otherwise, that would be kind of cool. What, don't they have a one? Don't they have a one size panel window? I thought they have a curved window that's only like a 1x2 technically. Why is it holding it by the top? Thank you. Wait, this thing can't sit on a... I am fading fast, ladies and gentlemen. I am fading fast. I just searched triangle just to see what would show up. We got this road sign. I mean, honestly, a road sign could work if I could rig something up there to clip to it. I could make that the roof, and it wouldn't be the end of the world, or like the pinnacle of that triangle. And it would not be the end of the world. Wait. How do I have it on this other one? Yeah. Stud back. So that means this one needs to go like this. No. Oh. Oh. Why is that one facing that way? I'm losing it. Ladies and gentlemen, I am losing it. I don't know why I spun this the other way. There has to be a reason. Maybe to make it look like... Nah, it's whatever. At this point, it is whatevs. What would it be called? I know what piece I'm thinking about. A bar, right? Not a clip, a bar. Yeah, bar brick. That one is gonna have to be the color I need it to be. That's what. Oh, that one can be. And then that would be the red with, let's do a trans clear, just a 2x1. Yeah, I like that. Or is it technically trans white? Trans black? I do not. That would look way too dark. I need it to be clear. Yeah. Which means I probably don't need that jumper plate anymore. Okay, mouse, stop freaking out. I really hope it's just this mouse. It's just not even working at this point. I. And then I kind of want to do since I haven't done enough masonry bricks. I want to do a green masonry brick. Are those not? They are. Can I do another angle that would make it work? Ugh. But then it's all off kiltered. Is there another barred? This one, this plate, this rounded plate, yes. Just kidding, it is way too not the way to go. Would that do it? Well, shoot, that did it. And then we just need that to be dark tan. I mean, this can honestly be any color. Tell me that ain't beautimous. I mean, you can tell me. But it's a problem solved. I mean, that's all you can really ask for. I could honestly make that just about any color. I can make it dark tan. I could make it. Man, I still am not convinced. Bottomless is the genius of flowering. I don't know what any of that means. But if you can help me, I really need to know what color this is. My gut originally said some kind of nougat. Just normal nougat. Well, medium nougat. Or just nougat. But then we also kind of concluded on tan or dark tan. I'm just so confused because maybe it's just the coloring in the app is showing up weird. Because it just looks so bland when I changed all the colors to the nougat, pardon, the tan. We having some struggles. Dark orange? So I'm not talking about that. Let me make sure you all can see it. I'm not talking about this middle stripe. I'm talking about this one right here. Dark orange would surprise me a lot. Could be, but that would just surprise me. Alright, I just need something round that can do the trick, because I am at wit's end. I mean, worst case scenario, I just take this trans brick, place it down, call it a day. Honestly, could even put it there. Well, didn't want that at all. I had such high, lofty goals, and they all have been battered away. Maybe I should just get Marcos on the phone. It's a shame it's very late in Spain. Oh dear. I mean, then we're doing this. I'd probably just take this same plate if I was doing the quick and dirty way. Nope. Stop it. I'd make that white. And I would take this. Well, apparently can't do that. There should be a jumper. Isn't there a round jumper plate? Apparently I don't know what it's called. I'd honestly probably take a couple of these. Just to make it spicy. Well, didn't want that at all. Okay. Is that gonna work then? Nope. There ain't nothing around. That is useful. If anyone in chat has any suggestions, I just need a round topper for this. Ooh, I haven't seen that modified tile before. Is this 2x2? Oh wow, that thing is large. Wow. 4x4 rounded. Hmm. You think I could throw a slide? I did. I thought about using one of these pieces on the back or something. I felt like that would have been the really good pearl gold accent piece. Honestly, I feel like I could still do that. I feel like that would still work. Actually, probably work really well. And then you change all... Is it floating weird? No, I think that's just how it works. And then you change all this to the reddish brown. We're safe, ladies and gentlemen. Windows Defender. 2 for the win. To the rescue. What's this clear headgear? Oh. Oh my goodness. I am about to... I will just say, like, this might end up being where we get for this event. And I won't be submitting this as is. I don't think that's the move. But learned some lessons. Figured out some things along the way. Got some headaches. And I think that's just where we ended up. Maybe I can try again next time. So I'm gonna still have some work to do. It looks better than last week's version. So last week's version, well, this is as far as I got with last week's. Totally different scale. I don't know. Last week's had more potential. I think I was just biting off more than I could chew. Which in retrospect, I feel like I could go back and do better on this one. But I mean, if I would have started at the beginning of the month and could have let it stew and kind of just let it get to a good point and then come back to it, I feel like that would have been better. But I don't think I'm to that point. So, like I said, still have some things to do. Namely, let me save that. Let me shave. All right. Why does it do that? Yeah, it's very tricky to even do that. It's tricky to minimize all the details, but then it's also just tricky to build things. It's tricky to be creative and have creative solutions, which I do not have. I will be the first one to say that I do not have all the tricky saves. So, there, how's that? Got the little CPA-fol badge in the side, in the background. And we're going to now transition to filling out the LAN application. Now this is something I started working on a while ago. So it's something I can continue to work on. Okay. Pro tip for anyone who is interested in this, never, and honestly filling out any form whatsoever, never fill out a form in the website. Always fill it out in a Word doc or Google Sheets or something else, because you really just, you don't want to trust that the system isn't going to glitch, that even if you click submit, that something's going to go wrong. You just don't do any of that. Don't do any of that. Wait, what? I'm trying to remember if I sign in on my computer or which account I sign in on. Oh, I guess it's this one. All right, so first things first is you just have to, and I like I said, I don't think I'm going to put this on the screen just because this is proprietary information. I don't want this out there. So we'll see. First things first, I want to be a LEGO fan media. Enter. So they say enter an optional name. So what is the name of the community applying for recognition? In my case, it is CPA-fol. Please enter your name as the primary contact. Obviously, I just had a mini freak out because the autofill showed up and I was like, I don't want that to be on there, but I'm not sharing anyways. Next question, are you at least 18 years old? I think so. Am I? I'm gonna change this actually. Filling out my LAN application. Let's see. Enter your preferred name. Summarize your role in this community. So, and Nick and Bricks, yes, to answer your question. LEGO community apps are reviewed by LAN twice a year. So you can submit it whenever you want during the year, but they're only reviewed usually every October and every April. So I believe they're due September 30th, and let's see, I'll just get the right answer right here. Oh, they're saying applications are due. Oh, the LEGO education. That is not the same thing. They actually don't say anymore. But yeah, usually it's every October and every May. So I think it's due April and October and September or March, either or. There you go. Spring and fall. Yep, I knew it was spring and fall. April 1st and September 30th. So they review in May and October, which more or less makes sense. So then they ask you to summarize your role in this. in this community, and I'm basically saying, like, I'm going in on the Bricklink Designer program and the individual Lego idea submissions, as well as providing various entertainment to current events through short-form content via utilizing official Lego minifigure part. Oh man, I went hard. On my weekly podcast, I also highlight designers, both new and old, to the Lego space, and up-and-coming fan designers to the community. Let me tell you, being a public accountant has honed my documentation skills. It might not be super flowery, but man, it just drills right in. And Lego official Lego designer interviews. Another venue, another form of content includes providing entertainment to current events through short form content through current pop culture media, through short form content via utilizing official Lego minifigure parts. And there we go. Perfect. Oh, dude, that's actually a really good idea, Nick and Bricks. I don't even know how they could. I mean, obviously they could, because you would basically try to prompt it and guide it. But, like, that stuff's all private, so it's not like they can pull any of that. If applicable, enter a secondary contact. That'll be Mrs. CPA, and they are 18 years old or more. And then their role. Yes. Okay. Oh, I have to fill it out. Imagine that. Imagine that I have to fill it out. Before moving on. Please enter your name. This is the boring part where I type it all in and copy paste it all in, and you won't know exactly what's going on. Whoops. All right. I didn't go into the next questions, so it's going to be stuff like they were looking for community information. So select when the community was established. 5/5/2023. Is this community activities and associated channels clearly targeted towards AFOLs? Yes, it is. Please list the community specific LEGO interest areas or focus. Note that the LEGO group prioritizes applications from communities with interest areas and focus which is not already represented. So that one will obviously be first and foremost the main specific LEGO interest includes the Bricklink Designer program. Designs themselves, I'm trying to be wordy here, as well as the designers. Oh, sweet. And Bandit in the chat saying, just sent in my application in for this review yesterday. Best of luck, man. So I'm actually kind of curious, and you obviously don't have to share any of that if you don't want to, but I'm curious how that all works out for you, because if I recall, weren't you doing reviews for Beyond the Brick? Obviously, I imagine they're kind of just outsourcing it, so it probably would be the same. But no, that's really interesting. That's kind of cool. And I also just realized that I need to update my settings on this little web app that I have for the live chat. 99 CC25. FFF. Helvetica pop-up chat overlay. Interesting. I don't remember that ever being a thing. And just to be clear, so everyone understands, I'm not like seriously thinking I'm gonna get in. This is more just like, yeah, sure, why not? Why not? Doesn't hurt. Literally can't hurt. It's physically impossible. There we go. Yep, my contributions to Beyond the Brick are independent. I would likely continue working with them even if I get into LAN. Nice. So LAN, so this is where it gets tricky. Nick and Bricks. There aren't 185 LAN members. There are 185. And I want to get the terminology right. There are 185 Lego Fan Media, RLF, recognized Lego Fan Media, RLFM, and Lego user groups or LUGs or online communities. So it's like groups of people. So there are a ton of LUGs, Lego user groups, which are groups of 10, 40, 50, 100 people that are a part of those groups that get certain benefits if they are officially recognized. And Bandit says, obviously at a reduced rate, hoping to grow my own presence too. Nice. I hope that works out for you as well. Obviously, I don't know if you are looking to get into this full time. I feel like I'm pretty transparent that I have literally no desire whatsoever to be full time when it comes to online content creation. Like, if anything, I don't want it. I actively don't want it. Like, I would have to be making so much money that it would be objectively silly for me to not do it full time. That, like, I just don't want to. I don't want to do it full time. I just like it being a hobby. And even as a quote unquote hobby, it takes a lot of time. So I'm probably even skirting the line between hobby and not. So, hobby and obsession, is that the right way? First and foremost, the main specific LEGO interest includes the Bricklink Designer Program, designs themselves, as well as the designers who create these submissions. I would probably say I also have a strong affinity for the unique minifigures and the... Yeah, no, totally, and Bandit, yeah. I feel like most of them probably aren't full-time creators, if I had to guess. Most of them are not. Maybe. Maybe it's like 50-50. I could see it being 50-50. To create... for the individual... create unique builds from existing pieces, especially in relation to current pop culture media. Okay, question 13. Please describe the composition of the community and how followers, members demonstrate their connection to it. That is such a vague question. Please describe the composition of the community and how followers, members demonstrate their connection to it. They show up for live streams. They like that's such a vague. So vague. All right, how am I going to answer this vague question? Like and comment. For real. Followers and members demonstrate. Always when you're answering these essay type questions, you can always start your answer with the last couple words of the question. It's just a great way to make sure you're clearly communicating. Followers and members demonstrate their connection to our community by subscribing to the channel, commenting on various posts, and attending live stream podcasts which highlight individual members of the community. Ayo, Scott. Ooh, it's a late night for Scott. Community and their contributions to various segments, whether it be designs past or present. Past, present, or future. Yeah, I'll change attending. That's a good call. Whether it be participating. How about participating? Whether it be designs past, present, or yet to come. All right, by participating, by subscribing to the channel, commenting on various posts, and participating in live stream podcasts, discussions via live chat, participating in live chat podcasts, live stream podcast chats. I'll workshop it. Yeah, that's a good call, Cooper. We also interact throughout the year because Brickroll Grand Rapids at in-person live events, namely conventions. That's kind of a cop-out, but not a cop-out, but might be a little too canned, and they'll be like, yeah, he's talking about Brickworld Chicago. Talking about Brickworld Chicago. Here's the golden question. Please list the total number of followers, readers, visitors, monthly views per channel. Well, if you're talking about the last 2 months, let's pull up the old studio. I mean, we kind of did, Cooper, have a firm meetup. Like, did we not? I feel like we did. Definitely don't hesitate to list all the cons you attended. They want to see your regular in-person events. Which answer was that? Would that be to? Would that be to the describe the composition of your community? I'll see. Being a community ambassador. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. So 14, please list the total number of followers, readers, visitors, monthly visitors, views per channel. Wow. I'm almost to 16,000 subs. That is just wild. I got to get the next short out. Holy smokes. All right. So this past month was 1.9. So I'll just do a cool 2 million. 2 million views per month. And providing input on the answers provided in this application. I mean, and that doesn't even count total, like, exposure or, what's the word? Like, people that are seeing it but not necessarily clicking on it, getting some exposure. Oh, we'll just say 2 million views per month. So I'll just say 2 million. Question 15. What language is the primary language? Being a community ambassador requires an ongoing commitment to engage and collaborate with other ambassadors. Has one or more English-speaking community members confirmed the ability to fulfill? Yes. I mean, yes. Does the conduct perception of the applying community match the LEGO Group's brand values? Yes. Question 18. Does the community use the LEGO logo in its advertising or as part of its own logo? Not. If there was a fill in the blank, I would say not anymore. I have never cursed in a single video, so I definitely uphold LEGO's brand values. Has the community been previously recognized? No. If the question above, if yes is the question above, please provide a detailed account of why the community lost recognition. I'm going to say NA. Please enter the country and region where the community is based. Midwest USA. Please provide URLs. I will give them the YouTube, the old YouTube, and the old Finstagram. Come on. Come on. Because TikTok is doo-doo and I don't have a Facebook. Describe how the apply. Ooh, here we go. Here we go. This is another zinger question and a good one. Describe how the applying community is uniquely different from existing recognized communities. So I'm wondering, and Ant Bandit, feel free to chime in if you want. Yeah, I'm curious, like, and I'm totally splitting hairs right now, like, and but that's what I like to do. As a CPA, as an auditor, you have to split the hairs because that's where the difference is, and that's what makes a difference. So I'm thinking, like, while other communities may focus on set reviews or trendy news, my community, and you got to rose it up, man, primarily focuses on, so you guys can call me out and I'll allow it. My community primarily focuses, I might have to private this stream after this thing goes live, just because what if they watch this entire stream and find out that I'm a fraud? I'm not a fraud, I promise. I promise. Random question, but does anyone in chat right now, did you watch YouTube back in the day when Julian Smith was making funny videos? I'm going to skip the, like, while other communities, I'm just going to say, just focus, we're going to focus on me. Maybe. It's just a good lead-in, I feel like, to, like, what we're all about here. Yeah, I was singing some Julian Smith songs in my head that I'm curious, like, would they even be able to be made today? I would hope so, just because they're still funny. I don't think they're insensitive, but it's just, like, different times, man. While other communities may focus on set reviews, trendy news, my community primarily focuses on highlighting set designers within the LEGO ideas. Wait, no, within the Bricklink designer program and LEGO ideas space To ensure the community understands. I'm getting a little editorial here. To ensure the community understands the impact they have, understands their contributions, and should I also just be like, and I also make Deadpool shorts, and they get millions of views. I promise it is not my personality, but yes, it is. Please provide a description of the community's leadership and editorial team structure and how it is governed. Me, myself, and I makes everything. Ooh, that's a good point. I would play up your CPA status too. It's part of your brand and it's unique. They love to see stuff that sets you apart. I like that, and I maybe would have, and I also just realized like I'm cutting off messages. That's a really good point. Thank you for bringing that up. I'm trying to think. I guess that would, yeah, that's what makes me unique. Highlight and stimulate discussion on Bricklink designers. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm going to kind of bring that all out. Please provide descriptions and links to some of the community's most recent activities. I'm going to throw the Brickworld live stream in there. I think that was a good one. Yeah, I'll just throw in some like videos and highlights that I really enjoyed making. Ooh, yes. Oh, I've got some really good ones. And we all know it doesn't matter if they got views or not, because it's not about the views. It's not about how big you are. While other communities may focus on set reviews or training, my community primarily focuses on highlighting set designers within the Bricklink designer program like Media Space. To ensure the community understands their contributions. Bionicle. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not going to mention one shred of Bionicle because that will be an insta rejection. To ensure the community understands their contributions. To ensure my community. You guys are my community. You guys are all part of the firm, whether or not you're a member. Understands their contributions. I'm actually, instead of saying while other communities blah, 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 that's where I'm going to point out, like, as a CPA and an AFOL, I'm in the business world, blah, blah, blah. Like, I see all this kind of stuff. So it's nice to take that kind of mindset to the Lego community and, like, really dig deep into stuff. As a... and an AFOL. Because, I mean, I know I've mentioned this before, but it really is true. As part of my job, I'm always talking. Not always talking to people, but you're always... I mean, I am always talking to people. Because, so, auditor, and I actually only learned this recently, but it makes sense. Like, auditor, audio, like, it's all about listening. And so, as an auditor, you're always listening to the client, you're listening to the company, and trying to figure out, A, if there's any problems that they need help with, or B, if there's anything that isn't jiving, isn't fixing, or isn't reconciling that you need to kind of dig into. So that's kind of where I go into like the interviews where you're digesting all this information that someone's telling you, but then you're able to turn that around and be like, well, what about like ask this kind of question, that kind of question. And so it's really awesome. Really awesome to be able to kind of connect those dots. As to be expected, chat discussions sometimes veer to opinions about recently released LEGO sets and even recent national and world events. Is that... I don't think I'm putting that in my application. Maybe. Maybe. I'm trying to keep it like time agnostic and not really stick it too much to any specific. All right, 28 questions. I don't know how many questions are on step 3. I feel like it's like how would the Lego ambassador network help your community kind of thing. It's like those kind of questions. Knowledge. Let me know if this is getting too boring, and I can take this offline if it's just like watching paint dry. But it's I feel like it still is semi interesting. Let me just change my title real quick. Submitting my Lego. I'm not gonna keep this title. This is just if anyone's like scrolling through. They can see what I'm talking about now. And then I'll change it back once it goes live. Okay, back to, so I kind of reworded this one question where it's the describe how the applying community is uniquely different from existing communities. Oh, existing recognized communities. Oh, that makes it even kind of easier. Yeah, no, I'll keep this public. I'm not too worried about it. If they're watching this much, then they're really getting deep. Oh man, that'd be wild. What was I? How many subs was I at this morning? 673. And now I'm at 682. No, 824. Am I tripping? $150. That's just crazy. Like, my mind is low-key kind of blown. My mind is kind of blown. I've been razzing Harry a little bit because his most viewed short was 3.5 million, and mine is like, I just gotta get it 3.6. That's what I'm mostly concerned about, and then I'll be I'll be past him. Officially past him, and then I can keep razzing him. But it is really crazy though, like when you are you're used to, like, when you first start out, it's like, oh, I'm building, or I'm getting 10 subscribers a week, and it's like, yes, 10 subscribers a week, super pumped. And then once you're in kind of a really good spot of growth, it's like 100 subscribers a week. Yeah, dude, killing it. Almost 500 subs a month. This growth is insane. And then you hit it, and it's like, wow, 1,000 subs a week. Didn't think that was gonna happen ever. Which I feel like across the board, no matter who you are, well, in the Lego space, 1,000 subs a week is like solid. I forget what. Let's see what Ryan's getting. I know Cristo is getting. He's getting a chunk. Because of his shorts continue to pop off. Ryan's getting 2,000 subs a month. Let's see, what about Cristo? He's at... Oh, he was at 3. I think there was a little bit ago where he was at like 6 or 7. And it was crazy. Yeah, right now I'm at about like 7 the last 2 months, which is low-key kind of crazy. If I keep this up, I mean, I'm just being realistic. It's not going to be kept up, but hey, I'll keep riding this wave as long as possible. As a certified public accountant and an AFOL, I enjoy taking my specific knowledge of the business world to my community by providing in-depth interviews to ask detailed questions of designers in the Bricklink designer program and Lego ideas space. To ensure my community understands their contributions and I gotta have 2 words. Gotta have 2 descriptions. Understands their contributions and accomplishments. There you go. It's kind of synonyms. So, Ant Bandit, when you're like filling out, so for this one question, maybe one of the more important questions, are you doing like a long sentence? Are you doing 2 to 3 sentences? 3 to 5? And just based on your knowledge, like, are they expecting 3 to 5? Do you know kind of what they're expecting? I haven't really asked Harry too many questions about this process. Yeah, I might have him look at it before I pop it in. We'll see. I'm not in like an insane rush. How many subs did Harry have? He probably had like, I mean, he was well over 50, would be my guess. Yeah, I'm more so concerned about Bandit. I'm more so just concerned about the like what are their expectations? Like, what is LAN's expectations? Pardon, not necessarily the LAN members. Like, what is LAN expecting me to put in this? Are they expecting a paragraph? Are they expecting just a sentence? Because that's the biggest hurdle. Like, if they're expecting 1 and you give them that -1, then it's over. I mean, it's not over. It's just not ideal. Not ideal at all. 27, please provide a description of the community leadership. I'm not sure what they expect. They give at least 3 to 5 sentences. Yeah, that's fair. My sentences, I usually count one of my sentences as like 2 because I try to just jam it full of stuff. Whoa. Nick and Bricks, I don't know if we want to be explicit in the answers. That would probably be a little off-putting. Yeah, no, I know. I'm just pulling your leg. Hey, Cooper, I'm giving you a little shout out, as well as the moderation team during live streams. Hey, Riley, how's it going? How many mods do I have? 3? 3 to 5 members. I'm definitely going to add more. I have to add more to that other question of like, how are you different? Yeah, Tyler, I'm sure Firebird is. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of vague. That's not really like the editorial team. That's just, here's a little bit more info. Please provide descriptions of video links. So, I'm going to do. Got some Instagram posts. Got some. I would recommend copying your answers to a Google Docs. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. I preached that. Cooper knows I preached that. Nick and Bricks, I preached that at the beginning. I was like, anytime you're filling out any form whatsoever, never ever just put it straight into the website. Always put it somewhere else, because not even just so people can read them, but so you can have it if the internet goes down, or if the website crashes for whatever reason, your computer crashes. Yeah, definitely not gonna let that evidence file. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see what else I could post the picture of my my Lil Dicky and who's the other guy? Jack Harlow picture. That would be funny. I mean, I feel like that's all from Instagram. I just have that one post that did well. I guess that. All right, let's go into videos. I mean, I feel like I need to provide at least a couple shorts.
If you've watched the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, you definitely remember this scene. So I decided to...
If you've watched the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, then you definitely remember this scene. Oh, man. That is also very loud. I need to mute that site. I like that one. I assume they won't care about the shorts too much, maybe? Word on the street is a paragraph is the move. So paragraph it is. All right, now let's get like the real videos out here. I like that video. That interview I had with Alex. Love that video so much. Love it. Okay, what else? What other video did I really like? the review of the Bricklink Designer program. Whoops. This is the fun part where you guys are just like, what is he doing? He's just doing random stuff. You're useless. There was another. What other video did I really like? Oh yeah, the one that flopped, but I really poured my heart into. The half year. That one is. I really love that one. Hopefully one of these days it'll pick up. Oh, Flame Shaggy. I'm just working on my Lego Ambassador Network application right now. Okay. I'm really interested to see how this review goes. The one earlier this year only saw 4 people get added. True. Let's see. What was I? But there were a couple added in the summer, weren't there? And that was a different review. Right? I thought unless I'm mixing up the 2 levels. Because the April review was that the one where it was like Shy and all of them? Yeah, I'm definitely not submitting. I'll probably submit it tomorrow. So I just need to see what the last page of questions are. Okay, there was just a delay. Gotcha. Oh, step 3 only has 3 questions. Question 29. Please describe in detail what has motivated this application to become a recognized community. That is a very big one. Nick and Bricks, I would expect like 100 to 150 applications is what I would expect. Around 100, just to be relatively conservative both ways. If this application is successful, please describe what the community expects to gain from being a recognized community. Yep. And that's going to be an easy one. I just need to word it fancily. If this application is successful, please summarize what this community believes it can contribute to the Lego Ambassador Network. Okay, so I'm going to work on these last 2 questions, and then we will call it a night, because I'm pushing, well, actually, I'm past 2 hours at this point. Definitely don't need to draw this out any further. I've been told that whatever you do, don't imply you are excited to receive Seth's review. They hate to see that being part of your motivation. Yeah, no, and I mean... I have external reason for that not being a part of my application because I specifically don't want sets. So hopefully they can be like, oh yeah, it's no skin on our nose, no skin off our nose for this ad, because literally like no. And or that could be a double-edged sword and they say, well, we'd want something out of you. So make it more about connecting with more of the community through the program. Yeah. 100% agreed there. In the early stages. All right. Thank you so much for everyone who stopped by and hung out. I'm going to finish the rest of these offline because this is getting a little more in the weeds than I think would be necessary for a live stream. So don't forget to like the stream before you dip. And hey, if you were here for the live stream, I'll definitely put time codes in the description if you came late and you just want to check out what happened in the early part, what's going to happen, or the whole LAN application part. So thank you so much for everyone for joining. And Bandit, yes, best of luck to you. I hope you get in as well. Well, I hope you, if I had to choose, honestly, I would choose you over me to get in, but because I can keep doing what I'm doing. I don't necessarily need to be in LAN. I feel like it would just get the interviews quicker. But yes, it's going to be interesting. When will the announcements be in, like, November? I think they'll be in November. So it will be interesting to say the least, and it will be different. We will not be getting any. We won't be getting you'll just be getting a rejection notice. You won't be getting like a reason why. So I know they changed that this year, but very interested to see how it goes. And yeah, my plan is to have a proper CPA-fol podcast next week. I want to do it the right way. I want to do it the best way, and bring it back to old times as we're kind of easing back into things. So gonna start thinking of a good plan for next week, and I will keep you all in the loop, and you'll see that that stream popping up very soon, hopefully by Wednesday if I can get it nailed down. So thanks everyone once again for joining. I think at least right now anyways, it's the True Blue crew, so you don't even have to subscribe because you're already subscribed, obviously. So catch you all later. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.